Welcome, Sagittarius, to your beginning of the month of May reading. I hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, this reading is going to be for the 5th through the 13th. Okay, let's see what's going on with you, Sagittarius. And this reading is for your sun, moon, or rising. And if it doesn't resonate with you, please watch your sun, moon, or your moon or rising, or maybe your sun if you are actually watching your rising. Okay, let's see what's going on. Best message, please, for Sagittarius is showing optimism. So it feels like there is a lot more optimism going on in the very beginning of the month. It feels like you're kind of in kick butt mode for a lot of you. It's where the bull is really shining in on you. You also have, a pair of hind legs over there, being that centaur. Yes, and it's talking about family, doing everything for family. Could be hanging out with a lot of family. However it feels like there's a very family atmosphere going on around you right now. The dark thoughts that you were having have, gone away because now the optimism is coming through. So anything that you felt like you were kind of stuck in a maze, maybe even with family, is coming back around and everything is feeling like it's going more optimistically for you. Very nice. It's because you've reached this milestone within your life or within the situation at hand. So, very good. Something very inspiring also feels like it's going on around you as well. Whether you're getting more organized about your thoughts, more determined, more hardworking. Something is really shining down on you, Sag, over here. That you can really kind of feel the pull of this optimism and this really good positive energy coming through. And it's really hitting home, right? Whether it's, hitting home with you, within your spiritual center, or whether it's actually within the atmosphere of your home, or maybe it's both. So let's see what's going on over here. Happy success, the loving woman, and playing it safe. So there is something, though, that is going on that you are kind of playing it safe within the situation. It's almost like to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm having all these great things happening, but I really don't want to go too far out of the boundary zone over here because I'm just really kind of enjoying where I am. So it doesn't feel like there's any risks that need to really be taken at this time in the beginning of the month. It's just more like feeling affectionate within the atmosphere, something inspiring going around, and just really feeling a happy success. Wow. Okay. I do feel like this loving woman could be a man. However it is, it doesn't matter because it's just this nurturing, loving, and compassionate kind of feminine energy that's going around you. It does feel like they are really kind of intriguing for some of you, kind of catching your attention, but you are kind of, like I said, maybe playing it safe a little bit. I'm not going to give you too much attention at this time. Kind of staying connected where you kind of just feel comfortable. I just feel like that's really what this is all about, is a comfortableness. Feeling very optimistic, very comfortable. Yeah, there was something that wasn't going on that made you feel like you were really achieving the happiness that you needed within yourself, within the family zone. Something felt like it was kind of like you against a wall over here. Yeah, so, but you kind of let it go, right? The dark thoughts and all these ideas of, you kind of doing whatever you're doing, I'm going to let that go. So maybe it was just kind of also indulging in dark thoughts about the situation. Maybe the situation was getting a little out of hand with the 8 of Wands upside down. If I don't proceed, down this same exact road or this same area of thought, and I let go of that thought, I can reach this milestone and become more happier within my life, within my family, within the situation. And this is really taking a new turn and really having a conclusion and a true completion for that energy and situation to exit your life. Now, we love that because it's going to say, now I feel like this milestone that I have has allowed me to actually move because I let go of anything that was pessimistic, right? Dark thought, pessimism, negative, right? So wherever I felt like I wasn't going to achieve this milestone, or get through this situation because I'm holding too tight to the situation, I've now inspired to let that go. I'm not indulging in those thoughts and in any of this situation anymore. So not allowing yourself to stay as a kind of a prisoner within your own mind about the situation, letting it go. This way you can actually express what you want to express and start loving life the way you want to love life and enjoy to find that sweet place, right? That you just feel comfortable, successful, optimistic. The day is a beautiful day. And it could just feel like a really sweet kind of awakening and celebration within yourself kind of taking place. With the happy success in this month, yes, definitely look at that. You have this beautiful judgment call coming through. And it's the judgment call that you actually needed for yourself, Sag, but it's also the healthiest choice that you needed. There could have also been someone else that's kind of helped you through this situation. The judgment card, it's pretty much a Sagittarius card, so it's saying I did make my own kind of choice. And it doesn't matter if you had a text message that somebody was trying to, say, hey, you let this go and you do this and that. That's fine. People can do that, but it's up to you on whether or not you're going to take that road. And you do. You really do. Because it's something that's going to get into your mind and say, you know what, I'm not going to allow this to bubble over anymore. I'm tired of fuming. I'm tired of boiling. I'm tired of holding on. It's not getting me anywhere. So it's going to want to make this judgment call. And definitely it does feel like whatever this call is, it could be also this loving person coming through as well, who you thought was cold shouldering you through the situation, who is no longer cold shouldering you through the situation. So it's almost like as soon as you let that go, this person no longer wants to cold shoulder you. Or maybe you were cold shouldering them and you're saying, that's fine, I'm just going to let it go and I won't cold shoulder you anymore. So however you want to take it, it's just like we're kind of back on the same page over here because it doesn't really matter anymore. That's really what you're saying. When you're playing it safe, you're saying, I'm not going to take any risks. I am content, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, does she look like she gives a crap? No. She's humble. She's just feeling the humbleness around her. You're just really free of any obligations that you might have felt towards a situation and really releasing yourself from any expectation of maybe what the loving woman was doing or whatever this, you see what I'm saying? So it's like if they had you had some kind of expectation, maybe they even had higher expectations of you. However, it feels like it's kind of the other way around, but you can release yourself from any expectations of not being able to do whatever it was. If you were expecting something better and bigger out of this situation, it's time to just kind of slow it down and say, well, you know what? That's okay, because if I expect too much, this person keeps kind of letting me down. But now that I see that they're kind of opening up as I'm letting it all go, now we don't feel like we're, kind of on the other ends of the planet over here. But it does feel like you're kind of switching up from maybe even habits, because it could have been a habit forming situation. When you're in a pessimistic way of thinking, it becomes a habit of always over expecting things or expecting things never to go your way, expecting this person never to come back the way they need to come back, however it is. And now you're saying, no, I can feel more powerful at this moment. Switch up this habit of feeling like this situation's never going to free itself, help itself, and once I leave, let it go, I can actually feel like I'm in a happy success. And you can actually start to see productiveness happening between the situation, right, where you didn't think there was. So you're changing the way you're talking to maybe yourself or about the situation itself, because it just feels like it was very pessimistic. It just feels like this connection is not going to go the way I want it to go, and it's not going to, and it just ends up in miscommunication all the time. It can start having delays, right? So in the beginning of the month, as you're letting this go, you're going to notice all of the things that you expected to happen from the situation turns around because you have turned around a new key and a new tone and a new ideas of how things should go. Right? So it's like kind of like reorganizing the way you're thinking about the situation. I'm not going to worry about it. Right? Yeah. And now it brings in the Ace of Swords. Wow. you know, you have this new way of thinking about things, and the way you're going to take action to the situation brings in new growth within the situation of the family, of the loving woman, whoever, whatever it is, for the milestone. And then you'll find that, you know, the people that you're running into, you won't have to always have this kind of like controversy with them, and you can have better conversations. So I see better conversations coming out of this as well, right? So everything's starting to really, you know, take on a new beginning of a new cycle of the way that things are going within the situation. Look, right? Establishing new ways of looking at things, freeing yourself, expanding. A lot of expansion. It's definitely a transformation of overwhelming thought to the situation of this is not going anywhere. So, overall card for the reading. Wow. So, you're definitely having this deeper bond, not only with another person, but actually within yourself, Sag, to get to this other person. See, because once you kind of look up and realize, you know, I'm going to free myself from this situation, everything then starts going really different, right? It's a positive movement forward. Okay. And you will. You'll want to create more, do more, maybe go on vacation, actually be able to show off a little bit more, feeling like everything's a little more simple and a little more happy and a little more light. It's like the dawning of a new day is really what I want to say over here. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.